We are doing Spiral into the Volcano Zwift Epic race. It's going to be about 355 meters of climb. It ends on the Volcano climb. I love that. You want to go faster? Go faster. Standard Zwift race start. I'm starting to settle in here. It'll be a theme that A's use every bit of elevation, every single bump as a place to attack in this entire race. My goal is to sit in. Another theme here is to take rest when it presents itself, because there are a few opportunity. Only 30 miles left. Not gonna lie, I was feeling pretty fatigued this race, and just figuring out what I can do and what I can't do. I'm gonna hold on until I can't. That's the goal. These A's are attacking relentlessly, and this is one last little place to form separation, and they're going to push it every opportunity they get. I am on the rivet here, and it's an important area in the race to remember that I survived this, and it's one of the parts of racing that took me a little longest to learn is to trust in your recovery. That's a preview of how blown up I'm going to get on the climb. We'll see if that's true. I'm a larger rider, so the flat should be where I can rest more than most, but the A's still insisted on making it hard, but I still chose to be in the draft as much as possible here. continuing with the same plan. I want to stay in the draft, I want to keep it fast, I don't want to be in the wind at all, and I want to recover as much as possible. There's a few points of separation, they're not huge, but these A's are attacking every hill, and so I want to save as much energy as I can for sort of 1 minute efforts on our way to the volcano, because I know that they're going to take every bit of elevation and push. So here I need to maximize recovery. Heart rate's in the 140s, 149. That's decent for me. I have a ton of fatigue in my legs coming into this, so that's the best I can hope for. It's a pretty good recovery, keeping 43 kilometers per hour. Not too bad. The A's being A's, keeping the pace high, going into a little bit of a push here. Again, it's not much, but with the power differential between A's and B's, they're going to take everything they can. This is the finish that most of us have seen a million times coming into town. There's a little up to 3% hill, and then the grindy hill after you get out of the city. And here we begin that grindy little hill coming out of the city. I'm just anticipating they're going to step on the gas, so I keep it 400. Trying not to panic, trying to keep it consistent, getting the RPMs high, and shifting quite a bit. Next time I'll do a better job. I'll get my gear selection in the graphic, but I am shifting a lot more than I normally do as trying out the strategy that I saw last night, and it was really helpful. So I was shifting more than I normally do in these situations. I wish I had the gears in view. I'll do that next time. Any bump on the map is going to be someplace they're going to press. So I'm preparing here, just stick with the group and figure out recovery later. That has been the plan for this event. And the A's are pushing pace every time they get. This is the I forget what they call it, the dirty hill or something like that. It's not much, but they're gonna push it. So I'm prepared here and get ahead of it with some good watts out of the saddle. Sticking with the group. You can juxtapose that, and especially my heart rate, with the RPM strategy I'm going to employ later in the video. Taking on calories at all the wrong points. I almost choked on my granola bar here. Not the best race-friendly food to sort of chow down, but that's what I had. I have a little stash of granola bars right next to my bike for longer races. Anything over an hour at this intensity, I need to put some carbs back, but I chose a poor nutrition choice in the granola bar, and it hurt me there. You'll see Daly's trainer dropped, and it's pretty clear. And then something incredible happens. You'll see. I'm an absolute fan of sportsmanship, and it's incredible to see such a level. We've experienced it in the club ladder. I'll never forget the ride-ons. The entire team stopped mid-race because one of our riders had to drop out. They waited for him, and he got back on. We ended up winning that too. They didn't have to do that, but they did. I absolutely love sportsmanship, and I love to see these things. I think there's only one thing to do, and it's the right thing. And everybody sort of agreed here. The gap is like 4 minutes if you can't make this. So everybody did a great job slowing down. I'm acting as sweeper here. I could see the daily was really catching up, so I was trying to give some draft on the way back. We form a little group, get them back on. The front group was not pushing the pace, but A+ guys, and major kudos to Tim Sullivan of Z-Sun for suggesting that we wait, and kudos to the entire peloton here for allowing daily to get back on. But
love that. Love it a lot.
Not gonna lie, there was more of a Fondo feel, at least for the next few kilometers. I would have expected more of an attack here, but everybody was feeling good and not at war with each other as we come into the reverse S's, I believe, or part of an S. I don't know Zwift, still. Almost level 100 and I still struggle with the maps. I think that was part of the S's, but I could be wrong. There is one last little incline before the Volcano KOM, and it's coming up here, and again, I'm just holding on. I will get to the volcano climb in whatever ragged state that I can get to as long as I'm in the front. I'm going to try to do it as best I can. I just saved some watts there, as you saw, but I'm committed to being in front group. The Volcano KOM is very draftable, so it makes sense to not be in no man's land. Like I said, the packs behind are about 5 minutes behind, so if you get dropped here, there is no help coming. Context gets a little bit lost here, but I was watching some racing last night and I was observing that Terry Rigby shifts a lot. He's on Team Herd, very strong rider.
Shifts a lot.
So that's what I'm talking about here. I actually go ahead and employ this tactic, try to keep my RPMs up. Like I said earlier, I'm going to try to show gears in this in my overlays and going forward. But watch here is I'm going to rely on RPMs.
I'm going to RPM this.
And if you recall before, I was at 170 beats per minute doing fewer watts. And so I get through there pretty unscathed. Same section. So I really like the RPMs, especially when my legs are feeling fatigued, but my cardio is doing well.
My legs are fatigued, and my cardio is really good. That's what I mean by RPM it.
Same strategy here. I'm going to keep the RPMs high. This is the last little point of separation, up to 6%. Everybody knows this little hill, and the A's are just pushing everything. The wind is out of their sails a little bit, but I really ride this section really well. Yeah, I don't know why, it's just a section I always do well at. What I mean is look at my heartbeat and in accordance with where I am in the pack. It's really about speed for effort, and I'm getting a lot of speed with a little bit of effort staying in the front of the pack. Tried to size up my competition for the final climb there. It was super brief. You can pause the video and check it out. I didn't get anything because I needed to have refreshed to see the riders I'm riding with. And I just decided to go at my own pace up the KOM. And I'm going to stay in the draft with what I can, but I'm not going to kill myself at the bottom to stay in the draft because I think that would just be suicide for me. I do want it to be drafting the entire way up though. A is gonna A, they're pushing the pace again. Like I said earlier, I'm just committed to getting to the KOM in the front group, no matter how ragged. So I'm sticking with it. Recovery is key here, not too much further until the Volcano. I'm gonna try to get my heartbeat down. Mid 140s is perfect for me to hit the climb, and here we go.
Here we go.
I'm going to slow down the front half of the climb to 300% instead of been doing 500%. And then in the crucial parts, we'll let it play out in real time. But the strategy here, stay in the draft. If the front group is within my ability, then I'll stay with the front group. I really need to beat Bs and not As, so keep an eye on the most competitive Bs here and stay in the draft. Some Bs are getting away, but I've got to race my own race, and as long as I have a good draft in front of me, even though it's only 45 on the sauce, that's the bottom right, and the bright green, now it's 33. I don't have sauce, I use that, but now as long as I have a draft, I don't care who it is, I'm going to race my own race and see what I can make up at the top end as people fade. I must follow this A. I cannot lose this wheel. And I get a free ride up to the front pack. So I'm going to keep this A's wheel as best I can, draft, and not try to surge past them. It was right about here that I realized, oh man, I'm actually in the front of the B's. I have a chance at winning this. So now my focus changes, 1.5 kilometers left. I'm going to continue to ride this A, but I don't need to beat the A's, I just need to beat the B's. So I'm going to continue on his wheel because I thought I would be able to drop some of these B's. And if something changes, I'll take an audible. Right here, something does change. The A is getting away, but I'm not here to beat A's, I'm here to beat B's. So I strategically slip behind Norden, who doesn't have steering, which is really beneficial to me. And now I'm going to stick on the wheel with a plan to go with about 125 meters to go. I'm going to give it everything I have. I'm going to let the final 500 play out in real time. He is getting away a little bit. I'm not too worried because I'm going to give it the beans at 150 or so if he gets too far. I'm going to try to hold his wheel, but I'm still in a decent draft, getting 45, 44. Those are just free watts. And the plan is to go about 150. I have that look on my face. Do I have to? Yes. Yes, you have to. Give it everything. Sail on by Norden. My hands were actually numb. And so I was having trouble switching into higher gear, but we still take the dub. Complete with old man noises. Nice victory. And with that, I invite you all to ride it better.